Hey, so we're coming up on I have 3 days left here in Cambodia, and it is insane to even think about. Like, time went so fast, and it's just like, there are days where, like, I'm ready to go, and I can't wait to go home, and then there are days where, I don't even want to think about it, and it's really hard to like here people really understand like leaving, and they understand like how you're feeling about like going back to home, wherever home is, and um but it's really hard to explain to people back home. And it's only been a year, so but a lot happens in a year, and I'm trying to explain to people, and I think my some friends back home kind of expect me to just transplant myself back and everything to be normal and great, and everybody wants to see me and blah 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 blah, and it's just hard. It's hard to think about that transition back. There's a lot of changes that happen in a year. There's a lot that changes that happen when you experience what you experience from living abroad. And it's really hard to kind of just explain that to people. And I don't know how to give people what they want. And I feel like I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. And I know I don't have to think about it that way, but I do. I do think about it that way. And it's hard to think about going home right now. And I don't even know what I'm doing or where I'm going. And like I said last week, that's a question that you always have to answer, because people are like, oh, what are you going to do? What's your plan? What's next? And like, oh, I have no clue. Like, I have nothing to go back to right now. Because I'm stuck in this place where, I thought that this was my dream job, and it was living a dream, and it was amazing, and I had a really great time, even though there were some huge challenges and some really frustrating times, and this was exactly what I wanted. But now I'm in this place of this isn't really what I want anymore, and I'm trying to figure out what the rest of my life, not the rest of my life, because that's pretty broad, but what are the next couple of years going to be like? What am I going to start investing myself into? And, what's going to take up my time? And what am I going to live for? What are the things I want to live for? And I don't know right now. And it's really hard with a lot of people. I know I talked about this last week, and I talked about this in my blog, that people will always expect the next beginning after an ending. And right now, this hasn't ended officially yet. And, there's a process, there's a space and time that you kind of, you have to grieve what was, and, be able to prepare yourself for what's in the future. And, sometimes things end when they're good. And having to come to grips with that has been really hard. And, last night I had my, a going away, not a party, but I just met people at a bar. It was hey, I'm going to be here at 8, come hang out and drink. And, it was really, I made some really good friends. I've started some really great friendships here that are just going to be different now, because we're, several thousand miles apart. And I think we are all going to spread in a bunch of different directions anyway. But I feel I got such a short amount of time to really be part of that community. I'm going to miss my gym. I'm going to miss my friends at the gym. And it was really fun last night to introduce people that are from different parts of my life here. And I was like, well, this is, so and so from the gym, so and so from the gym, and this is so and so from like my normal life, from like outside of the gym. And, just like seeing those people kind of come together and all of those things was amazing and sad all at the same time. Because there are some amazing people here. And luckily, in everything that I've gotten to do in my life, I've gotten to meet really great, amazing people. And it's just really sad when those kind of relationships come to an end, in the sense that like you're not physically near each other anymore. So that's really sad. And it's like, then you wonder, are you going to find those again? My relationships back home, like, there are friends that I don't relate to anymore. And, it's like hard to have conversations with them just because we're in such ridiculously different spots in our minds and in our lives. And it's, there are people who just don't understand what it's like to go through an experience like this. And I mean, there are friends that I have, like my best friend totally gets, and is very supportive of like how I'm feeling and what those emotions are like, and not asking a ton of questions, and because she knows I'll tell her when I'm ready to say it and talk about it. But then there are some who just don't get it. And that's been really frustrating. Because it's like, what am I going to go back to? What's, and I mean, eventually I was going to have to go home. I definitely didn't want to live in Cambodia forever. But I wanted more than a year. But it is what it is. And I don't really know what the goal of this video was about. I think I just needed to like say those things out loud and, just kind of let you all know where I'm at and, what it's going to look like. I'm excited to go home because I feel like I can put more effort into videos and into my blog and like have more access to people and do better things, have more reliable internet, and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I'm really looking forward to being able to do those kinds of things. But, like, there's still this part of me that just really aches. So it's like, I don't know how to describe that feeling. I've never been through, like, a major, like, relationship breakup. I've never really had my heart broken because I just never allowed that to happen in my life. And, like, this is one of the first few experiences that I've given just my entire self to, and just, like, let myself be open and vulnerable into an experience and just open my arms to something and just be like, okay, like, let's see what happens. And, like, now my heart's broken because it's over. And, like, that was taken away from me. And so it's this huge, massive grieving process. Like, when I'm at home, people are like, so what are you going to do? You have a job? I'm like, can I not have one? Like, can I be unemployed for, like, a few weeks to kind of, like, process what's going on and, like, figure out how I fit back in this space again and what all of that means? And I just need space. I just need some space just to figure that out and figure out what's next. Because it'll be revealed eventually. But that's all for this week. I know I forgot about my blog this last week, but things were just so busy, like, with ending things, and we did an overnight outing with the girls for 2 days, and I wasn't really close to a computer long enough to, like, sort out thoughts, but that'll happen this week, probably while I'm in an airport, and I'll also do another video next weekend for you all. But I hope you have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.